This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
This is Michelle.
And this is Kristine.
And this is my so-called whatever.
And it's the block party.
Welcome to the block party.
We ain't leaving out nobody. Hey. Nope, we don't leave out nobody. That's why we got a full crew tonight.
Yeah, we do.
What up? Holla if you hear me.
What up?
Hello.
That was my shout out to Tupac. R.I.P., my friend. R.I.P.
Is he R.I.P.?
I don't know.
Machiavelli?
Machiavelli! In the hood, Englewood up to no good.
Oh, man. It's that time of night.
It is. We're getting a little punchy.
It's going to be a good one.
I feel like it is.
It is. No, it is.
I do. I feel like it's going to be a good one.
You know why I feel that way?
Why?
Because I feel drunk and I haven't drank a thing.
Hey.
It's 10:30 for us.
It is.
But Kristine, it's 7:30 for you.
That's right.
Yeah, it's still early in my hood, so we're good. I don't feel drunk yet.
Let's talk about the cover girl first.
The cover girl? Okay.
Because that was a good episode.
That was a great episode.
We had some great feedback.
Mm-hmm.
We got some new listeners. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we did. No, but we were really excited.
Yeah.
About the reception.
Yeah.
Of the episode.
Yeah, it was...
We have like over 500 members.
Yes!
Yeah, this one was real popular. I think that's what really kicked the numbers up this week.
Yeah. Well, I can't believe that you guys found her. Seriously. Because it wasn't me. I didn't find her.
I didn't find her.
It was a team effort.
Team effort.
Who else can we find?
You know what? I'd like to find some of those girls, the other girls that were in the video. Like, I'd like to find the crying girl.
yeah.
Crying girl.
The crying girl.
Yeah, find the crying.
Because we love you. We don't hate you at all.
No, we are you.
Yeah, we are you. Like, I cry. That is me. That's me.
Like, we are you, you are we.
Yeah.
So we would like to find her. And also, let's put the call out.
Yeah.
Like, if anybody has somebody that they think, like, hey, you know, it'd be really cool to talk to this person that we haven't mentioned, let us know.
Oh, and real quick, I just want to make sure that I say this. The girl that, you know, that I talked about.
Yes.
That had passed away.
Yes.
Well, that was murdered. But her name's Carrie Lynn Nixon. So I apologize that I didn't know her name off the top of my head. But thank you to those people who
Let us know.
And yeah, her story is, it's a really sad one, but
yeah. But it's important that
we yeah.
She's a person.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Cover Girl, OG, Jenny, thank you so much for sharing your story, and thanks for all of the support.
Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
I agree. Her story was pretty awesome. What are you reading?
I'm obsessively checking Twitter.
Don't, because guess what's going to happen? You don't need to check it, because we're going to find out.
I know.
They'll let us know. People will let us know. You don't need to check
just
it.
like I texted you today.
Yeah, so just put that down, because we need to be, like, focused.
I am focused.
Okay.
I'm talking.
You keep looking at your phone.
So? Want me to look at you?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to stare at
Don't. No.
Okay.
I just turned my back on my computer so I wouldn't click.
I'm sorry, Michelle.
I forget how loud it is because that happens at work too. I'm like, oh, sorry, I was paying attention.
I'm so sorry. Well, just like I said to Kim, remember when Kim was... Well, I didn't say anything to Kim. Actually, Jackie did.
I heard shh.
When Kim was eating chips. And Jackie
And the next...
Because Jackie knew. I wasn't even saying anything. I was just like trying not to look. And Jackie... Because I get weird about the sounds.
Yes. Like our chip episode.
But why? Why do I get weird about the sounds?
Because editing.
No, but why?
Because you're an audiophile?
No. I was never an audiophile until when?
Oh, until somebody said our paper shuffling?
Right.
I was just going to say that.
That's all it took. That's all it took was that one thing. And then I was like paranoid about every sound because I didn't want someone to come back and say, I heard someone burp in the background. Or,
well, I don't think that would happen.
Well, I hope no one can hear me breathing.
No, she can hear me breathe when she edits. She edits my breathing out.
It's okay.
Oh gosh, I hope you can't hear mine.
Don't
No.
worry about it.
I can't. I really can't.
This mic, it actually picks up on one side, which is weird, which is the opposite side. It picks up more than like my side. So I like have it perfectly strategically positioned now that Brooke and I talk at the same volume.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And it's all good.
It's all good in the hood tonight.
It is. So, what do you want to talk about next?
What, we're going to talk about Donnie?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you guys want to talk about? Well, who's that?
Who was that?
That was me. That was me.
That was really good. I was gonna go.
What did
Donnie,
it-
can you
what-
hear me?
What did it sound like? I need to hear it.
It kind of sounded satanic.
I thought it
Oh,
sounded
that's-
like a Muppet.
that's
like
not
a Muppet
good.
Monster.
You sounded like a Muppet monster.
Like
It
a
sounded
Muppet
like
monster.
the devil himself.
Well,
Lucifer,
I can be.
Beelzebub, whatever his name is.
Beetlejuice.
Don't say it again. Beetlejuice.
We can say it in that voice that Donnie likes to use. Donnie.
Hey Donnie. Hey Donnie,
Donnie.
are you listening?
That
How you
nice,
doing?
sexy voice, and you're like, stop.
Let me talk to you for a second.
He's listening. He's totally listening to this right now.
I can't think about that
So,
because that makes me nervous.
today,
Yes.
I was picking up my phone
Yep.
to text you
Yes.
about tonight.
Right.
And I saw pop up on the top of my screen, Donnie Wahlberg
I was
replied.
going to the bathroom. Like I was right about to like use the restroom. I'm gonna be honest, be frank.
So I opened it up. I mean, I saw Donnie
Good thing I didn't
Wahlberg.
pee my pants.
I-
Now that I
no
think
kidding.
about it.
That would have been embarrassing.
That would have been so embarrassing. Nikki, did you freak out? Well, I just peed my pants.
Piss myself. So,
Pee happens.
This is the podcast you want Donnie to hear, for sure.
Fantastic. Don't worry, I did not have any accidents of
No.
any kind.
she made it.
I made it.
So,
Do we
I
keep
s-
that in there?
yes,
Okay.
we do. So I opened it and I saw it, and I kind of went blank, as I do when I don't know what to do. So I texted you, and all I said,
All you wrote was Donnie. Then like letters. And that's what I saw. I was just standing up. And so I'm standing right there on
Yeah.
the edge of the desk. I couldn't even move.
I'm looking up to see what I wrote because I don't remember.
I got it right here.
It was like Donnie, and then like yes Donnie or something Donnie, and
you
then
wrote, look. You wrote, Donnie. She wrote, Donnie. And then she wrote, Donnie. And that's when I knew it. I was like, what? And she wrote, yes, or whatever, with a bunch of letters. And I said, Donnie, what? Then she wrote, Twitter. He's listening. He replied to Kelly about us. And that's when, like, I had to cross my legs.
what is that voice?
Wait. What was that noise in the background?
That meowing.
That was amazing.
Was that a cat?
That is my geriatric cat. She doesn't
I
know
love
where
it.
she is.
That was
She's
adorable.
lost.
I love it.
Oh.
Sorry.
No. I love that. No.
I couldn't. It kind of.
I thought she was getting excited about
It kind of
Donnie.
sounded like I didn't know what.
No, she
Like not a
truly is. She truly is geriatric.
Oh.
I love kitties.
It's all right.
All kitties.
It's okay.
Yes.
It's okay. So Donnie.
So, like, I couldn't get the words out.
No.
But that's.
But then
typical.
all of a sudden,
Right.
it was like, like, I mean, like, I was getting like multiple, you know how like if you're on desktop, you've seen it. Like I was getting Facebook message, face, like every, like, and
Well, that was my phone.
like, I couldn't find the response. Like I couldn't find it.
Right, because it kept, like, okay. So, because we both have the same, because we both have Twitter, like, on here.
Right.
Like, notifications will come up for both of us, but then,
Right.
like, when one opens it,
They disappear.
clears out for the other one. So, I saw the initial one, and I opened it,
Right.
and I texted you, and then I didn't open it. Because I wanted you to see the notifications,
And I
so, like,
didn't-
you could see
And
them.
I couldn't see it.
And so I was sitting there, and there was like, they kept adding up. It was like 12, and then 13, and then 15, and then 17, and I'm like, they're not clearing. So I was like, I gotta open it.
Yeah.
So I opened it, and they just kept coming. And Donnie was like on fire today.
I know. I was trying to get them, but I'm always late.
And
I'm usually late. I just happened to be like on my phone.
Right.
In that moment.
We just, and we were just talking about the other day. We were like, yeah, we're sure he listens. He probably listens.
We just need that wink emoji.
Don't make me grab your butt again, Donnie.
Again.
You're going to do that anyway. What are you talking about?
No, I can't. He's married now.
Donnie.
Sorry.
We love you. Truly.
Do you ever watch like videos, or like when I was watching the CoverGirl video the other day, I was like, look at him. He still is the same Donnie. You could tell then, like you could see like the care in his face.
Yes.
If that makes sense. So he's always been like a very nice guy.
Well, wasn't there a story, and I don't know if we read it or if it was like, maybe it was on something like and you guys probably know this, about him going into like a jewelry store and he'd never buy anything for himself. He was always like buying something for somebody else. Do you remember that story?
I don't know that I...
Like he was always buying jewelry, but it was never for himself. It was always for somebody else.
So who told the story? He did?
I don't think so. It was like, again, I don't want to spread rumors. But
like he was like this wasn't from his point of view.
No,
like maybe somebody that worked there,
right?
Or somebody that,
right?
Oh.
They were like, yeah, like either he comes in or whatever, but he never buys anything for himself. It's always for somebody else. And that was like a long time ago.
Yeah, I think I do recall that.
I don't remember that.
I recall that from
something about jewelry,
and it could have been a conversation we had with somebody like off the record.
Oh, that's right. It could have been.
But I recall that.
Maybe it was, and maybe it was. I can't think of who it was.
And maybe we couldn't say because like it.
Right, and I'm sorry if I'm telling the story I'm not supposed to, but I don't know who the person is. I can't remember. So
I can't either.
I don't think that.
Yeah.
I used to be afraid of Donnie when I was younger.
Really?
when I first became a fan, just because he was always like, not afraid of him, but because he was always like had that bad boy image.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think afraid is the right word, but what the hell was I thinking?
Like intimidated or?
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah.
Because he was like he was the bad boy.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Yeah.
When in all actuality, like in real life.
Such a sweetheart. I love him.
Yes. I know what you mean, because I kind of felt the same way. And then something shifted around like when Step by Step came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, actually, you know what? Sorry.
Hey there on your motorcycle.
Sorry, Joe. You've been demoted.
Whoa.
Donnie.
Whoa.
Donnie. Come up here. Come on up here next to Jordan.
That poster of Donnie on his motorcycle, I can picture it on Amy's wall. That was a nice poster.
Oh, it's like how I feel about like 1999 Joe. I feel like the whole concert I was just like, oh my god.
Like 1999 Joe, he had those like little sideburn things.
Let me just.
His hair was good. Like he had good hair.
He does have nice hair. They all have nice hair.
You know what? That was the era that I, in all honesty, not so much into him. Like that 99 to 2001 era, not mine.
What?
So,
I was all in sync and Justin Timberlake in that era. No, mine was like more like, well, obviously young years, but like 1994. I know the Face the Music era was definitely like there's some nice pictures.
Wait a second,
where it's like transitions to man from boy.
I'm not wild about the Dirty Dog video that he's in though.
No,
not that look.
Because it's like,
no,
Joe,
glasses,
no. Stop trying to be a gangster. Stop trying to be Bugsy.
Yeah, no. That video.
That video makes me laugh.
Should I talk about the picture I really like of Joe?
Let's do that.
The one of him in the limousine?
Do we need to share these pictures on our website?
Probably.
Okay.
So there's a picture of Joe in a limousine. Okay, first of all, I've only seen the black and white one.
I don't understand
until
that,
Brooke said.
Okay.
I don't know what it was. It's like, I think I had it in my room.
It was just something like when you were a kid.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's talking on a phone. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that one. Yeah, I know exactly.
I think I know which one.
That's my favorite picture, aside from the Liberace hands.
You know, I liked the Liberace hands.
No.
Back then, I thought it was cool. He had the little Joe ring. I wanted the Joe ring so bad.
Yes, I remember. I know what picture you're talking about.
You know what I would think when I looked at it? How are we going to hold hands? It's going to hurt.
Oh,
It's gonna hurt.
Because I had my birthstone ring, and you know, like ring against ring?
Right.
Because we would like intertwine our hands.
Right.
He's like, I'm never coming on this podcast, ever.
Nope.
She's never fixing my website.
Nope.
Never.
Mission interview, never.
Right. Nikki? No.
Hashtag Nikki, no.
Hashtag Nikki, no. I never got your Walkman.
Oh,
That's not going to happen.
that's sad. But listen up. I don't think.
You don't think he got the Walkman?
I'm not convinced that Joe listens to us.
No, I don't think he does. No,
But Donnie
he doesn't-
does.
He doesn't listen to us.
Donnie, don't tell Joe this stuff. How about that? Now he won't know.
But
You are all in,
I'm all in.
and you
Kristine's all in.
You don't do anything half,
No.
and I think that Joe would appreciate that.
You think so?
Yeah, because I think he's all in. I think he's an all in kind of guy.
Hmm.
He's definitely passionate. We see that on stage.
Yes, we do.
So
he has nice feet too.
I've never noticed his feet.
All I noticed was, and immediately, Kristine had sent me the towel picture, and what did I respond to you, Kristine? Do you remember?
I don't remember. What was it?
I said, he has dirty feet. I hope he didn't get into that into those white sheets with those dirty feet.
You told me that.
What is wrong with me?
I noticed.
It's
these
the
things.
Nana gene in me.
Yeah.
Oh, poor kid.
Yeah. I wonder what size shoe he takes.
I'm looking
Well,
Kristine, do you know?
These are the questions that we would have asked him when we were 13 years old.
Right,
The
that's
interview.
true.
What size shoe do you wear?
I would not ask him these questions.
I'm sure he wears a size very big. Just saying.
Oh, hey, Michelle.
So here's the scoop, people listening. We're gonna plan this as if this is gonna happen. So I want you to send in like stuff we should talk about, topics we should cover, because again, this isn't gonna be an interview.
This is what I would have
This
guessed.
is gonna be a hangout spot.
I just looked up his shoe size.
Okay, I'm gonna guess.
This
You ready?
Is exactly what I would.
11
what I
and a
would
half.
guess. Wrong.
What?
13.
Wrong. This
8
is,
and a half.
No, this is the exact size I had in my mind when it was first
Liar.
mentioned. Truth.
I'll go with 10.
Yes, 10.
That's what size I take, so we could share shoes.
10.
Don't
In
wear
men's?
size 10 in-
I don't know. Do you think he really weighs 157 pounds? I
God.
think he weighs a little more than that, doesn't he?
I don't know, but I don't like that I weigh more than him.
I was just gonna say I can't share
Like,
clothing, but we can share
A lot
shoes.
more.
That's embarrassing. Hey Joe,
Also-
here, do you need an extra pair of shoes? Hey, here you go. Come in my closet.
Yeah, but is that women's size?
No,
or
I take a
men's
12.
size,
I
Nikki?
take a women's 12, so I take a men's
Okay.
10.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, this is also, I should say, coming from celebsheight.com. So who knows if this is really
Who
true?
knows? Let's just let it be known that this may not be accurate information.
That is correct.
Yes.
But however, I don't think we should ask him that question because it is something a 13-year-old would ask.
Okay, so we'll scratch that. I wasn't gonna ask it, I promise.
I would not
I'll
ask
just
him that.
get those seats again and look at his feet and take out my tape measure.
But I do need to know what question, I'm not, because like, I'm not gonna do a Q&A and like, make a chart.
Right.
Like, there's something up here. He wasn't feeling well this day because his eyes aren't as blue, or they used filters.
They use filters or something. I don't like that jacket. I truly don't
I
like
think
that
we
jacket.
know that. I think we've established that.
Truly.
And that's Brooke talking, not me.
His eyes are very blue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! Look at
Bluest of blue. That's what your eyes are.
his hair. I'm not feeling his hair though. It's like he just took his hat off.
It kind of looks like,
No, I feel like I want to run my fingers through it and fix it.
it looks very soft.
But I still... I still like him.
And
It's
also
still
looks
very
like it's
handsome.
thinning
I'm
a
more
little
than
bit.
willing to
what I
fix
was
his
gonna
hair.
say.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Oh. So
Hey, hi, Joe.
Next topic of discussion.
that was a long topic. Oh, I wanted to. Okay, yes. What is the next topic of discussion? Do we have one?
We did some chit chat.
We did do our chit chat. We did a lot of chit chat about Joe.
Yeah. Should we talk about Jordan since we never talk about Jordan?
We never talk about Jordan.
Listen, Jordan is hiding. I don't know where he is, but I can't find him. I
He is
think
hiding.
he got snowed in. I think he's like under a thing of snow. I should go dig him out. Can't find him.
I do not want to dig snow. Although I think I would dig it to find him.
Oh yeah.
Would you do what that guy did that Donnie posted?
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, would you take off your clothes and go diving through the snow for him?
Nope.
Yeah, I was like, what? No, I would not do that.
Nope. Sorry. Couldn't.
I might.
Yeah, Jordan.
Maybe
Did you say
maybe
you might?
he's on,
I said I might.
maybe he's on vacation.
I hope so. Wherever he is, I hope he's living life to the fullest.
Maybe he's practicing new dance moves in the mirror.
We're gonna see him.
Did we talk about Donnie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We
we
did.
did.
Like at length.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think I really talked much about it. Did I?
We were talking about me texting you and you pulled
Oh,
up the
that's right. I
text
forgot.
and read it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Talked about me grabbing his butt.
Yep. And now he's married, so you can't. You're just gonna rest it. and
I
close
am
it.
too, but it's
And-
more important that they're married. I
Bump
can't
butts.
touch them.
Well, this is true
Right.
because, like, you know, Pete.
I think
we saw it.
but I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm still in shock.
About what? The tweet?
But yes, I can't even deal with it. Are you? Like
I'm not in shock anymore.
Surprised that he listens? No.
I am.
No, I'm not. I have thought for a while that he listens. I've actually thought since he first shared us on Facebook, that thing on Facebook, that he, not that he like sits and listens to us every episode, but that he
Maybe he
is aware.
maybe he just listens to the block party ones.
Right. I've thought that, or if like maybe if he catches a post,
No,
he'll
he
check
was
it out.
following us for my so-called
Yeah.
life.
He was following it for my so-called life.
Yes.
I like Claire Danes.
He was following us. He's probably upset that we stopped that. He's ready to
gonna start that up
continue.
again.
He's ready to continue it. He was
Donnie,
wondering
what's
what
your
happened in
opinion?
that car.
I want to see what's going on with Ricky.
Yeah. What's going on with Ricky and what's going on with Rayanne too, you know? What happened after the car, you know? That was a traumatic scene.
What about with Graham and Hallie?
Yeah, what's going on with that?
I don't even know what
Hey,
you guys
guys.
are talking about.
Guess what? We'll continue that in February. Possibly January.
Possibly January. Yeah.
We'll let you know. We thought that those were like, just to be honest, I was like, these are the worst episodes.
These episodes don't work because I felt like we fought through them
I thought,
a little
yes,
bit. Like we butted heads because we had different opinions.
We did.
But I think people liked them.
I guess.
They listened to 'em.
I don't really feel like fighting about it.
Well, I don't think we should. I don't think that we should analyze them as much as we were.
But I like to do that.
I think we should just talk about them.
I don't think I can.
See, now we're going to fight about what we should do with them. Maybe we just shouldn't.
Maybe we just shouldn't do it.
Maybe
No,
we
we
should
have
just
to because
watch 'em.
people are like, when are you guys going to do it again? Never.
No, we will.
If you guys really want us to do it, we'll do it.
Because there's some good ones coming up.
Yeah, it gets better. We need to do it.
Maybe Kristine comes in.
Yeah.
I could talk about it. I love that damn show so much. And I haven't watched it, like, MTV started replaying it in maybe 99, 2000, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
right
watched
around
it
there.
then. And then I haven't watched it since. So, I mean, it's been 18 years since I've watched the show.
I think
So
the
it's fun.
end played it, too. Remember the end?
Oh, yeah. The end. That's right.
Degrassi.
I watched a little Degrassi.
I loved the new Degrassi, like, when it first started.
Let's talk about
I was a little
Drake.
too old for it.
Drake. How are we not supposed to, like, think of you as Jimmy?
Jimmy
Come
Wilson.
on.
Jimmy.
I was a little too old to watch Degrassi, but I did anyway.
I did it. I loved it. And
Whatever it takes.
I spent many nights playing Sims watching Degrassi.
Hey, why not, right? What else are you going to do?
What else you can do when it's 2000,
Right.
2001?
Right. I used to tell people, hey, I need to go home. I'm having a party. And they'd say, what? And I'd say, should I say this?
Yes.
So one night at work, when I worked at the airport, I told Gary the guy that I worked with, that I had to go home and I accidentally said, because I'm having a party. And he goes, "You're having a party and you didn't invite me." And I was like, "It's not the type of party you'd like to come to." And he said, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "It's an online party for my Sims."
Sims Online.
Sorry.
Oh, Nikki, I love you.
He would not let me live that down.
No.
He every once in a while we'd forget it for a while. He's like, you having a party tonight?"
I will never forget.
Hashtag never forget. What?
Like, I
I'm
will
sorry. I
never
can't
forget
stop laughing.
The Sims Online the first time I played it.
I got mad at it. I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, it was fantastic.
I play it now.
When Brooke plays it now, and I'm mad because I don't have a PC, I can't play it.
Boot camp.
I can't boot camp mine. I can't.
Oh.
It's just not gonna happen.
So, I haven't been playing it much lately. Because it's kind of like, oh yeah.
I gotta go build my charisma. I gotta go work out at the gym.
Yeah, you gotta go work out on those.
Oh, you're going to the gym now, Nikki? No, just my Sims.
That was the first time I saw it, was at your house, and you were working out on those benches.
You're like,
And
"What
they
are
were
you doing,
grunting.
Nikki?" And you were like, "Nikki, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I'm playing Sims. You weren't supposed to see that."
So I went home, and I downloaded it. You were like, "I live in this house. It's great. It's on my Michael Beach."
Yeah.
And it's an awesome house.
Michael Beach! I forgot about Michael Beach.
So I got home. I went home. I downloaded it. I joined the beta. That was the day that they did the Great Wipe.
Oh,
and I
that's right.
landed, and there was no house.
I remember.
Because it was beta. They wiped the whole game, and everyone was like fresh, starting fresh.
I was so mad because I had worked so hard to build up my charisma and my...
And your body.
I sound like the biggest friggin' geek. I was.
It doesn't matter. Because you know what? That's you, and that's real. And
Yep.
The Sims Online...
Now you guys know. And if you don't
Online-
know,
That
now
was
you know.
huge. That was pretty big, though.
It was big.
Yeah.
And then I played that for a long time. Remember
We
James?
should-
Remember
and-
James Bond?
No, but I remember Michael Beach.
Michael Beach.
What was my name?
I think you were Nikki something.
I was probably Nikki Bass. I'm pretty sure I was.
You may have been.
Yep.
I was Brooklyn.
I'm pretty sure I was Nikki Bass. Oh, you want to know? You're thinking, oh, after Lance Bass? You are correct.
That is right. At least you were not Lance Bass ass.
Oh, that was my email address. lancebass@AOL.com. I also had me for Lance B at AOL.com.
I forgot about that.
So this is a block party, y'all.
This is a block party. Sims Online block
So we're going to
party.
read some stories.
We are going away.
Let's get this. Let's do it.
Let's get this.
Hey, that's what Joe says. Right, Kristine?
Right, you got it right this time.
Joe, I never get it right. I try. I really do. You know?
He understands.
He does.
He's an understanding fellow.
So I'm going to have to make like a paper plate a week for our
Why?
cruise.
So, okay.
I just had the best idea.
Yeah.
We might have to edit this out so it's a secret, though, okay?
Okay. Let's do it.
Decorate your cruise door with the paper plates.
I was just thinking
That's what I want to do, but Brooke doesn't want to do that.
No, remember what my idea was? We make the door look like the side of the house with the window, and then you put the paper plates on the window, and we switch them out, like, through the week.
I like it.
And we can maybe have some paper plates for other people to draw.
But we have to have the
outside.
game. We have to have like a game.
Well, yeah, we can have paper plates, like, on the outside. Like, we can have...
And people make their own?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll have some,
Yes.
like, markers, like, a couple markers hanging from the door.
Yeah.
And they can make their own.
We don't have to cut this out because seriously, who else is going to put paper plates up?
And you
Might be
can like
surprised.
use the
never
door
know.
and you can use the wall next to the door too. So don't forget that.
So there, we can make it like the side of, like, a house.
Yeah,
That's going to be hard.
Yeah.
do it. You should edit it out though, because you never know.
I say we just do paper plates everywhere because they're super easy to like pack.
Well, that's the thing. Because if we do the house, we'll have to have, like, big paper,
Right.
like, roll that
That's what I was thinking. If we did like paper plates and we each did one like every day and we think of different themes.
Are we just covering the door?
We just cover, no, we cover the whole side of the thing with paper plates. Just paper plates everywhere. They'll be like, what the hell are all these paper plates?
We were cheap.
Right?
I love the look you just gave me.
We had to pay for the cruise. Sorry.
The look that you just gave me right then was hilarious.
Right?
You're like, right?
But no, that's what I'm thinking. Right? That's what I'm thinking, though.
Yeah.
They'll be like, what the hell are all these paper plates?
Absolutely.
And I was thinking, travel-wise,
Well, they travel
they
easy.
travel very easily.
Yeah. That makes
But I love
perfect
your
sense.
idea. I just...
Okay, so here's
We
the
can
thing.
still
Is
do
there like
it.
a contest?
Yes,
Yeah.
they do. Yeah. I don't know what the winner gets, if anything.
Hey,
Maybe nothing.
could be a kiss from Joe.
Street cred?
Hey.
Even if it's just the...
Maybe you can get a dance with them.
Holy hell! I wouldn't survive.
What was that?
I already had...
Holy hell.
if you dance with him, jeez.
You'd be down
That's
for that.
that's my mission, to dance with Jordan.
I couldn't.
I could.
I'd just stand there and be like, I can't.
Brooke, we can do it.
I could do it.
I just want to watch you.
I could
Yeah,
do
that
it.
too.
I
That
could do
too.
it. I would.
Just stand
I
there.
will throw. I
It'd be
will
very
throw my
awkward.
dollars.
But honestly, if you want to do your idea, we'll do your idea.
We have time to figure that out.
We do. Because we could tape things together and
Yeah.
like fold it strategically. If it was like
We could.
like with construction paper.
We could. Or we could just do a bunch of shitload of paper plates. Boatload,
And then we
literally.
say, and then we'll have a contest of who can create the best paper plate. We have first, second, third,
It's like
fourth,
a
and fifth.
contest?
We have 5 things, 5 prizes,
five guys.
5 guys.
I see what you did there.
Not like Five Guys burger and fries.
Are we allowed to talk about this? Like, are we supposed to keep it secret?
Talk about what? Paper plates?
Yeah.
The paper plate industry does not want you talking about them.
No, I know, but and here's the thing. Like, this is, I noticed that somebody had said, that they don't use paper plates, but I have a whole stack of paper plates.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, is it okay
No, you
because
can-
it's wasteful?
You can recycle them when you're done,
You can recycle
I'm
them.
gonna keep them. I'm gonna hang them up
Or-
in my office.
Oh, okay.
or
Why
that.
not?
You could make like a. You could make like a wind chime that doesn't make noise.
Oh, Michelle.
So a wind thing,
Like a mobile.
a
And put it in the
wingamajinga
hall?
thing.
I'm just gonna have a big one. Like, it's like
Yeah.
take up the whole friggin' ceiling. It's gonna be all
Do
paper
it.
plates. La, 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 la. And I'm gonna laminate them so they're shiny.
Shiny paper plate.
Yes. My mom is gonna be pissed.
She is.
She's gonna come
Where are
in.
all the paper plates?
These are where all the paper plates went.
Beverly. We have a
Beverly, we have a situation.
Want to read some stories?
Let's read some story.
All right.
I'm ready.
I'm going to read Jennifer's story.
I'm gonna have so much to edit.
I know you are.
It's all right. It'll be fun.
You
You know what? I'm not gonna edit shit.
Wow,
Oh man.
I'm just gonna put it all out
This will be
there.
the longest.
violent.
It's going to be the longest episode ever.
Hey, you know what? So be it.
Scared of you?
You should be scared of me.
All right. I'm going to read Jennifer's story. Jennifer's story. A story that includes being a fan and not having really met a new kid. Hope this can help you. Above pictures. Oh, so she has some pictures. They're going to be on the website. It's her and Paul at Wahlburgers. And let's see. Me and Paul at Wahlburgers in Hingham. And me and Mr. Wood at Solo Wood, Atlanta. Me as a teen, I had a Joe button above me in the corner, and my bear had the NKOTB fan club button on it.
I got one of those
I still
in
have
my
it.
box of surprise.
That was cool.
That friggin' box was friggin' amazing. I still have a whole thing this thick of stuff to go through.
That's crazy. That whole thing was crazy. You should maybe post pictures of what you got
Yeah.
on the website. And then there's another picture of her and Danny at Solo Wood. And you'll see those on the website. I first heard about NKOTB when I was about 14 years old. I really can't remember what song I heard first, but I remember taping their songs from the radio, and then later on my birthday spending all of my money on anything New Kids on the Block. I got my first tape of Hangin' Tough, and then the first album, This was around the year JCPenney had the t-shirts of them with the writing around their faces.
Yes, I know exactly.
And I remember those. I remember wearing a Joe keychain on a necklace around my neck and then pinning all of my pins on a blue jean vest to wear to school. Blue jean vest, very cool. People often commented about my attire, and I was proud to display these guys. I was a Joe girl when I was younger. I bought all the teen magazines, and one of my friends would give me loads of Joe pictures from one of her friends. I had a designated corner of my room for my posters. They looked like wallpaper, and I had a few posters on my ceiling. I remember one night I had on Treat Me Right, and I was dancing pretty hard in my room. The next thing I knew, I fell to the floor. I had knocked my knee out of socket.
Oh.
Ow. I struggled to crawl my way into the living room to tell my parents I hurt my knee, but I told them that I ran into my room and hurt it. I was lucky that I didn't tear a ligament. I had to wear a wrap on my knee for a few months, and it's okay now. In 1990, I heard they were coming to the city near my tiny hometown, and I begged my parents to bring me to get tickets. My grandma was the one who brought me and a friend to stand out in line one Saturday morning to get them. Before the concert, me and my friend ventured around the mall in hopes of seeing the New Kids. We never saw one. We also had made posters to bring to the concert. I made one with Joe's face on it and the caption, "I love Joe Bird." My friend had "I love Jay" for Jordan. My grandmother brought me and my friend to the concert. Even though it was in the nosebleed section, I was still so excited to be there. Eventually, years went by, and in 2008, I heard Summertime when me and my family were stationed overseas. I was so excited. I had really forgotten about New Kids on the Block, but deep down, they never left me. In 2010, we found out we were going to be moving to Boston for my husband's job. I heard they were touring there the next year, but I didn't buy a ticket until we moved there. Even though it was in the nosebleeds again, I still had fun. I found out before this concert that the New Kids would be making a second concert that year, NKOTBSB, at Fenway Park. I was determined to get either 4 or 5 star that year and ended up getting 4 star. I didn't meet a New Kid, but I was so close to the stage that I had more unbelievable experience than the past 2 concerts. I also became a Backstreet Boys fan that year because of the awesome concert at Fenway. I also was able to visit Wahlburgers twice before they started restaurant chains around the globe. I met Paul one Sunday and he was really nice. I told him I was a New Kids fan and he just smiled. In 2013, New Kids were presenting their new album 10, and we're coming to Boston again to have a special concert. There was no meet and greet at this one. I got great seats and ended up going even though I had bronchitis and later laryngitis from screaming so loud. It was a memorable experience because they only had this special concert in Boston at that time. We moved to another state in a few years, and I went to the main event tour with a friend. Me, 4 star again, and I met Danny's dad for the first time. Did I mention that I went from a Joe girl to a Danny girl in 2009? Mr. Wood was standing right beside me, and I finally spoke to him. He was really sweet and tried to talk to me during the concert, but with it being so loud, I barely heard him. He warned me when Donnie was going to come through the crowd and told me to be careful so I wouldn't get knocked down. I touched Donnie's hand that night, his sweaty, smooth hand. His hand was so soft. I didn't meet a New Kid, but I touched Donnie's hand. I was also on the end right in front of the stage that night. The following year, Solo Wood was coming out from Danny, and I had to go. I couldn't get anyone to go with me, and my husband was deployed, so I went by myself. I finally got to take a selfie with Danny, even though it took 2 seconds. He was nice, and he also had a great concert. He was very up close and personal at his concert, and it was very laid back. I saw Mr. Wood again and pretty much told them my life story. He was as sweet as before, and we could pretty much hear each other this time. This past summer, I went to the latest concert with a friend and sat in the nosebleed section, but I loved every minute. My favorite place to be at the concert is up front. It just seems so much more exciting, and it's just so much more fun. I know not everyone can get good seats, and I have been so fortunate to get 4 star twice. I haven't met any more New Kids, but I hope to someday, hopefully at their next concert. I haven't been on a cruise yet, but would love to, especially if I found someone to go with. It's just great they're still touring. They share their lives with us, they have a cruise, and still make music. I would love to hear more music on the radio just so everyone who are not fans can really hear how awesome they are. They have come a long way since Hangin' Tough. I love them.
She has some pretty awesome pictures, too, and she kind of looks like Sarah Michelle Gellar in that one picture.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does.
That's really cool.
That is really cool. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you so much, Jennifer, for sharing. We appreciate it.
Excuse me.
That was an awesome story.
That was.
All right.
We loved it. So next up, we have Sandy.
Oh, I get to read one. Okay. Hi, I'm Sandy. My New Kids journey started at the age of 9. I saw I'll Be Loving You Forever video on TV and wondered who these guys were. Then I asked for the Hangin' Tough cassette tape for Christmas, which I got. I hadn't had a favorite member up to that point that I can remember. Then I was watching MTV and saw the Please Don't Go Girl video and took one look at Joey and I was hooked. Yeah, you did. Me too.
You know what you did.
You know what you did. Although I think I may have been a closet Donnie girl, I wouldn't admit it. We are all Donnie girls. Sometime in 1990, I know it was the step-by-step era, I found myself crushing on John Knight. I was 10 years old and in the 4th grade. This is where the story gets embarrassing to remember because I knew deep down this wouldn't happen, but a 10-year-old brain was convinced. Anyway, I wrote letters to the fan club, but wasn't an official member, and invited the boys to my 10th birthday party. By the way, I just want to say that that would have been anyone's dream at the time,
right?
So you shouldn't feel embarrassed. I would love that.
Right. Please don't ever feel embarrassed.
Yeah. We're all in the same boat there. So anyway, everyone kept saying, Sandy, it's not going to happen, but it was my dream. The day of the party comes, and I was so excited I couldn't stand it. I lived in a trailer court at the time, and you could see the main highway from the backyard. Every time a car pulled into the trailer court, I'd run around the side of the house to see if it was a tour bus. My two best friends went with me. Sadly, it never happened. I never got to any concerts as a kid, but I had friends that went. I got Joey and John dolls for Christmas. In 2011, my stepmom and I got tickets to the nbsp concert in Pittsburgh. We had awesome seats. It looks like she attached a video, so you guys must have that.
Oh, yes.
Of the concert.
Oh, sorry about that. Yes, we do.
That's okay. I had awesome moments and screamed my head off. I've attached a pic of the dolls, me at the concert, and the day of my birthday party. Feel free to put these on the site. I enjoy your podcast, especially the blockhead stories. I get to live my childhood dreams through other blockheads, and some have gotten a chance to meet these wonderful men. If someone would have told me in 2008, when the boys returned, that they'd still be around now, I would have said, you're nuts. And I thought it was going to be an album and a tour, and that's it. I look forward to hearing more stories. I'm with you. I don't think anybody thought that it was going to go this long.
No, I remember
really.
I kept saying, do you remember what I kept saying to you? Every time there was a tour?
This is the last one.
I was like, Brooke, this is the last one. We got to go good. We got to go all out. All out, Brooke.
We got to go big.
We got to go big because this could be the last one. We got to do it.
Sounds like me and Amy.
Seriously, every single one. And like, I'd get anxious, nervous that it was the last one. And like going to the concert, I would get sad thinking this might be the last time I ever see them.
But look at this.
Alas.
Look at where we are.
However.
Here we are.
Yes. That was a great story, Sandy.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing.
Very good.
Thank you for reading, Kristine.
Well, you're welcome.
I like these pictures.
I do too.
All right.
Now we have
Joy's story, read by
Michelle.
Here we go. Whoa. Sorry.
yes.
All right, Joy's story. So, first of all, I love your podcast and thanks for following me back. Here is my story. I became a New Kids fan when I was 15 years old, soon to be 16, in 1988. Me too. I was actually a Menudo fan, sorta. Mainly only because my friend was, and they were cute. I heard Please Don't Go Girl, and like everyone else who heard it for the first time, thought that the guys were black. Huh. Side note, so did my husband, and he was devastated when he found out they weren't.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, he was sad. He's a closet New Kids fan, though. Sorry, Sean. So anyway. I fell in love with that song as soon as I heard it and became a fan instantly. I remember going to a bigger mall with my church youth group at Christmas time and buying a Bop magazine that had the guy's picture in it. I developed an intense crush with Jordan. Me too. Right then and there.
Michelle, this was like your story. You were like meant to read this.
I know. And then my collection began. Every last penny I earned went to everything New Kids. I grew up in an extremely religious and strict home, and listening to rock music was strictly forbidden.
Oh.
So then the New Kids became my secret love. Aww. I became a member of their fan club, but had to use my best friend's address for everything to be sent to her so my parents would not find out.
Wow.
That's
dedication.
hard.
I was going to say
That is
dedication.
Yeah.
dedication. Dedicate,
Definitely.
Dedicate.
I like that
Close your eyes.
Thank you.
Aw.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I bought tons of t-shirts via mail, also sent to my friend, and would change into them whenever I left the house. So rebellious, right?
Yes.
Haha. Oh yeah. Of course, I went to a private school where if you attended a secular concert, you would be expelled from school.
Whoa.
So I was never able
wow.
to see. Yeah, that's wow. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what? She was like, I don't care. I'm gonna wear this stuff with pride.
It was under her uniform and no one knew.
That's right.
I was never able to see them in concert as I grew up. I remember plugging my earphones to my boombox in on weekends to hear Open House Party on the radio.
Open house party.
Yes. That was the
We gotta
best.
talk about that.
Yes.
Well, Pen.
Yeah, that needs to be an episode. That was
Yeah.
the best.
Yes.
They still have it.
I friggin' love Open House Party. I'm
Yes.
writing that down right now. Look.
Yep.
Open House Party.
And they always talked about New Kids. And they were on the radio with the host John Garabedian sometimes. Yep, I remember.
Oh my gosh.
I remember actually calling in a nighty night, just like many other girls, to Jordan several times. Good thing my parents were in bed and never listened to secular radio stations, or I would have been punished for sure. Then life happened. I grew up. I went off to college, where I had opportunity to go to a New Kids concert, but like most college students, was flat broke. I never quit loving them and listening to their music. By the time I finished college, the guys had broken up. I was heartbroken. I packed up all my New Kids stuff and placed it all in a large memory box. From time to time, through the years, I would open it and look back and reminisce and wonder what they were up to. But my life moved forward. Aww. I started a career, got married, had a couple of kids. Is this girl me?
Michelle, maybe.
Aww. When I heard that the guys were getting back together in 2008, my kids were 5 and 3. I felt that flutter in my heart and longed to go to their concert. Me too. Even though I had been out on my own and had my own family, I still had a fear of disappointing my parents and felt they would reject me if I went.
That's so sad.
I know.
But they're the good. My parents were like, those are some quality kids. They keep clean.
Good,
They keep
yeah.
the nose clean.
Nose clean.
Which is like, what does that mean? They don't do cocaine?
Right.
Like,
That's what I'm
is that what it
thinking.
means?
They don't do drugs.
My parents would say
Yeah.
that all the time. Keep your nose clean. Oh, okay. I won't do coke.
Good
I
job.
promise.
Unless they meant like don't brown nose.
No, they'd always say, hey, Nicole, remember, keep your nose clean. I always thought it meant like be good, but it means like don't do coke. Right?
Well, maybe it does mean be good. They're not going to tell their daughter don't do coke.
But like, what else would it refer to?
Well, maybe it
Don't
just
snort any pills.
also means be good. I'm
Okay.
gonna Google it.
Okay.
Continue.
Sorry about that. Tangent.
Okay. I know that sounds strange and ridiculous to most, but this is the way I grew up. So I would not go to see them, though I longed to. Aw. I didn't see them either because I was just broke. Fast forward to 2016. I moved away 2 hours from my parents as a 43-year-old woman with a husband and 2 kids, and finally felt like I was in control of my life and I could do whatever I wanted. I don't know if it was a midlife crisis or it just took me that long to break away. So in November 2016, I decided I was going to go see the guys the next summer. I bought 2 tickets for their opening show in Columbus, Ohio. I didn't know who was going to go with me, but I didn't feel like I could go alone. I thought about taking my 13-year-old son, but I was afraid I would not be able to let loose and be myself. I would still be in the mom role.
Yeah.
So I decided to take my 18-year-old niece. It was a blast. I fangirled all over the place. My niece could not stop laughing and saw a side to her aunt that she had never seen before, and later told me how much she enjoyed watching me be a teenager again. That's awesome.
Aww.
We didn't have the best seats, but I had the best time. Like many other blockheads, it was just as if I was 15 again. But this time, I wasn't hiding my love for them. I was on such a high after that concert, and I knew they were coming to Cincinnati the next week. I looked at tickets and debated over and over if I should. Oh, totally me. I wanted pit tickets. I wanted to be close, but I knew I could not afford to buy 2 tickets at that price to have my niece attend with me again.
I'm just going to say Michelle's a bad influence.
You don't know.
Do you remember our conversation, Michelle?
Let me just tell you, I was so close to hopping on the Amtrak train and going to see them on Long Island the day after the Mohegan show. I would have worked on the train on my way down. My friend was ready to pick me up at the train station in New York.
Why didn't you call me? Now you know. Now
I
you
didn't
know.
want to, and we could have had the best seats again.
Well, you know what?
Couldn't.
You know now. Your partner in crime.
And my husband, I almost talked him into going to Albany with me the day after. Yeah, so.
You're a good influence. You're a good influence.
I feel you, Joy. I feel you. And I think I lost my spot.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's okay. All right, so I didn't buy them. I didn't want to be alone. The day of the concert, I looked at tickets all day, so badly wanting to experience them again. I finally bought them. Yes! Pit tickets, and I would have to go alone. I was nervous going there alone. I thought I might see them up close, but not sure I would have a great time. I was so wrong. Before the venue opened, I was waiting outside and met 2 very wonderful sisters. I told them I came there alone, and they adopted me.
Oh,
that's nice.
Awesome.
Yes. I think the New Kids concert is the one concert you go to alone, but you leave with friends.
Well, Michelle, you adopted us.
Well, you know.
If you don't remember.
I do what I can do.
Because you totally
do.
Did.
It was like love at first sight with us.
It was.
Yeah.
It was like the stars aligned and, played. And I was like, oh, Michelle, Amy, where have you been all my life?
I remember standing there, looking for them.
Yes.
I
know. I can't wait to meet them. Where are they? Where's Michelle? Where's Amy? I know they're here somewhere.
Oh, that was awesome.
Sorry, I had to say that because I don't think I've said that before.
I don't think so.
Oh, I told Kelly that today or I said something about that today, that it was love at first sight.
It was. It was.
All right. Then I found out what they were. I found out that they were in Pit as well.
Woo!
It was like I had always known them, and we instantly formed a bond. Yes!
Aww.
Not only did I get to see the guys up close, but I made 2 forever friends who are going on the cruise with me next year. They have already been once, so I won't be a total blockhead cruise virgin when I go. I am forever thankful for the guys inadvertently extending my family that day to include these 2 wonderful ladies. I would never have known them otherwise. This is a nice story.
It really is.
Anyway, here is my moment. I laughed, I cried, I screamed, I partied, and if truth be told, I probably wet myself a little.
Hey.
Me too. When Jordan's feet were in front of me, me too.
Jordan's feet, I'm telling you.
Yes.
Oh,
too. Brooke kept looking at him. I'm like, don't do it.
I want to touch him. I want to grab him.
Do it.
You can hear Amy in one of my videos saying, touch his feet, touch his feet.
That's Amy. Get out of the way, get out of the way. That's her in my video.
Oh, Amy, I love you.
I love you, Amy.
I can't explain the freedom I felt. Maybe a little too much freedom. We were right against the stage, and Joe came over and was so close.
Oh.
Everyone else began to touch his legs below the knee. I love this story.
It's so good.
I figured there wasn't enough room for my hand, so I went above the knee and began to rub his... Whoa! Listen! I began to rub his inner thigh. Yes!
Oh my god!
OMG.
Joy, you know what you did.
Holy cow, Joy, you know what you did.
A whole new kind of hot flash. Oh my gosh, Joy. You go, girl. Uh-oh. This next sentence might set you over here, Nikki, Kristine. He was wearing those tight white jeans, and I better stop. Whew. Yeah, I was getting excited.
Nice.
Joy, I love you. I wasn't watching him, but watching where I was rubbing, and I happened to look up, and he was looking straight at me with a look of shock and disbelief on his face. Ooh. Wow.
Whoa.
I sheepishly grimaced. He shook his head no. I can picture that. Then smiled the biggest smile and reached for my hand. I took my hand off his inner thigh and put my hand in his hand. And for all of maybe 10 seconds, my teenage dream came true. He smiled and sang and did a couple hip thrusts, all while holding my hand. Whoa.
Amazing.
I haven't stopped smiling to this day every time I think of it. Best $234 I have ever spent in my life. Whoa. You bet your butt, Joy. That is awesome. Now, you may think I became a Joe girl and left my first love, Jordan. But no, don't get me wrong. Those baby blue eyes took a little chunk of my heart that night, but there is still that teenage part of my heart that will forever belong to Jordan. These days, I am more of a Donnie girl. As a grown woman, I have fallen in love with his heart.
Aww.
Same.
So
I look forward to the day when I can write back into you guys and tell you about my moment with Donnie. Maybe next year on the cruise. Oh, Donnie.
Donnie, can you hear me? Sorry.
Keep doing your thing, ladies, and my fingers are crossed that Joe will guest star on your podcast.
Woohoo!
Joy. That was an
intense.
awesome. That was an awesome story. I felt like I was like almost reading 50 Shades of Grey. Woo!
I know.
I love that story. I think I need to turn my fan on.
Kristine,
You okay, Kristine?
Sorry, I had to take a moment.
I love you, Joy.
Joy, that was awesome. Thank
Joy, thank you so much for sending your story, because that one, woo! All right. So, here's a little story for you. It's from our friend Jamie. Jamie sent some good stories.
Yes.
Am I right?
Jamie had that really good John Towell story.
Yes. And now she's got a good story here, so I'm going to read it to you.
Let's hear it.
Here it goes. Hi, Brooke and Nikki. Okay, here's another cute NKOTB story for you. This one happened during the package tour in 2013. And Kristine, this one, you're going to want to listen to.
Oh, man.
I have two best friends that I call my sisters. They're identical twins, so they're sisters with each other, just not with me. One, Amy, was my roommate on Cruise 2013, but our other sister, Chrissy, wasn't able to cruise. She and I decided we would do VIP for the tour so that she would get to meet the new kids for her first time, at least in the same calendar year as her twin. That's a really good, like
trade-off?
Yeah, trade-off, yeah. We bought tickets for both nights in Chicago, regular tickets for the first night, and 5-star VIP for the second night.
It's a good way to do it.
That is a good way to do it. That's what I'm talking about. When it was our turn for the VIP photo group, we got our hugs down the line and stood together with Joe. He called us a couple of beanpoles. We must have given him a weird look because he then corrected himself and said, well, pretty ones. LOL, what?
Oh.
He wouldn't call me a beanpole.
Stop.
Joe did not say that to us.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
But that's okay.
That's all right. That's all right. If anything, he'd be like, wow, you're solid. He didn't say that, but he might say, hey, you're pretty solid there. You should play football. Okay. All right. Here we go. Beanpoles. Okay. All right. We still laugh about that one, and Chrissy's contact name in my phone will forever be Pretty Mean Bowl. Anyway, fast forward to the concert. We were having a blast being in the front row, getting hand grabs from the Boys to Men, 98 Degrees, and Nikki OTB as they came by. When it was time for the song Tonight, we knew this meant that the guys were coming into the crowd. John came right past us, and towards the end of the song, here comes Joe down the nearest aisle heading back to the stage. I should take a moment to mention that I had my MacPack card with my VIP lanyard. What is a MacPack card, you ask? It is a membership type card that Joe sold a few years ago through his website. Don't start, Nikki. I won't. In a pack with a messenger bag, CDs, and this card. I didn't get one then, but through the magic of eBay, now own two. Hey, Jamie, maybe I can borrow that card?
One in my wallet at all times.
Okay. I keep one in my wallet at all times. You just never know. And always have one that I put around my lanyard whenever I'm at a New Kids event. And here's why. On the back of the card reads the following. This card entitles you to one genuinely meaningful hug every time you see Joe Mack. Plus a lifetime of privileges in all things JM. This card also gives you the moxie, verve, and panache. Did I say that right?
You did.
That allows you in challenging times to look fear in the eye and say, you ready for this, Kristine?
Ready.
Let's get this.
Hey, let's get this. I need one of these. I will be searching eBay shortly.
Oh, don't worry. I have alerts. I have alerts on. Ready to go. It's basically a card that requires Joey McIntyre to give you a hug if you wave it in his face. This has worked out very well for me and my friends many, many times. Back to the concert. Okay, so here comes Joe down the nearest aisle headed towards the back of the stage. I wave that MacPack card high in the air and get his attention. He laughs and comes over with his arms out but stops and says, I hugged you already. Maybe so, McIntyre, but here the card says every time, so give me my hug and genuinely mean it. This is awesome, Jamie. I like you. This was when I was new to the smartphone thing, and I had been switching between my phone and an old digital camera all night, so I was neither prepared nor proficient enough to have captured the moment. But it lives on in my memory and inside jokes. And it will forever reside in my memory as well, Jamie.
I love it.
XO, Jamie. And she has pictures, and they are awesome. And she has pictures of the MacPack 3000 card that I have no idea how I missed, because I must have been living under a rock, so...
You must have been. When were they offered?
I don't think she said.
But we've talked about them before.
Right. I want to say it was like maybe 2009, but I could be wrong.
Oh, wasn't that recent?
I feel like it, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
I could, and please correct me. Like, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Like, very much so. But I really want myself a MacPack 3000.
I wouldn't mind one myself either.
Yeah.
Sounds like a jetpack.
I mean, really, to be honest, it's something that we all should probably have.
Yeah. I should probably get mine first, though. Just kidding. So, Jamie, thank you so much for that story. That was amazing.
That was awesome. We love it.
We love it. We love it. Keep sending your stories.
And we would borrow that MacPack card if we can. If we can't secure one.
Yeah.
We would borrow one. We'll mail it back.
We would. And I'll wave it. Hey! And then Kristine will wave it. Hey!
I'll wave it too, because you know what?
Yeah,
why not?
Brooke will wave it.
We'll
hey!
hit it down the line.
I'll wave it.
And Michelle, hey, me too. We'll just like, boop, boop, boop.
Right.
And I'm going to add a clause that will say, and will allow me to touch the butt.
Oh!
Whoa
Michelle
there.
the butt grabber.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just couldn't.
I accidentally slapped Joe's once, and he probably doesn't even realize it, but it was after a picture, and I was like, thanks, and smacked his butt like we just played a baseball game.
You're like, good game, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's hit the showers.
Yeah.
Not Jordan, then he wouldn't like me, and he doesn't like to be touched, so...
I'm very confused by this. He doesn't like to be touched?
I don't know. He hugs me fine. Oh.
Really, does he not like to be touched?
I don't know.
I'm scared
I really
now.
don't know. Yeah, no. I get scared too. I wait for him to hug first.
Yeah, Jordan scares me.
No, I'm scared.
No, don't be scared.
Oh, because...
He's just awkward and...
Because of the finger?
Yes.
Oh.
He probably has no...
Too.
He has no clue.
Okay, hope not, because I don't want to be kicked out of anything. That's my
See
biggest
that girl
fear.
right there? In 2011? NKOTBSB at Fenway Park when it was pouring rain that first night? She touched Jordan inappropriately.
That was you.
She's out of here.
Out of here!
Out of there.
Out of here! All right.
So,
Sorry.
That was great. No, and thank you guys for coming on and, for 2 hours.
Thank you.
No, and Michelle listening to us eat McDonald's.
And then I could smell it over in Rhode Island.
Yes.
she could hear us eating our chicken nuggets.
Yes.
Well, it's been a while. You wanted me on a while ago, and
Yes.
hey, so we'll do it again.
Yeah. We have to, because you have to tell all your stories.
Okay.
So,
I need Amy with me for some of them.
thank you, Kristine.
You're welcome. I'm so.
Oregon.
I know. How cool is that, though? That we're just sitting here having a 2-hour conversation in 3 different states.
Right.
I know, it's so cool.
You better be careful pumping that gas.
See,
Oh, that's a hot topic. That's
it's a hot topic, but it's a hot topic on the internet, but it's not actually a hot topic in town because it's only happening in rural areas, and not in the Portland metro area. So we still don't have to pump our own gas.
Good.
I hate pumping my own gas, and I drive out of my way to not do it.
Do you know what I would? But we were talking in the chat, and some people don't have some people don't have full serve.
They have like a few, like in Massachusetts and Rhode Island, but it's usually like privately owned, more expensive gas stations.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
little
it's here
places.
too.
Yep, I'll pay
Yeah.
more.
My mom will too.
I pay
My
more.
mom does not get out of that car.
Nope.
But what do I do when I'm with you? Let me pump the gas.
You'll pump it.
Hey, it's
Oh,
a
I
rite
pump
of
it.
passage.
I pump it.
I love the smell
Pump
of it.
it.
Is that bad?
You love the smell of gas?
I
love
like the
of
smell
gas.
too.
Yes, Michelle. Do you like the smell of tar too?
I love the smell of tar.
Yeah.
I ate it once.
You could be on that show. What's that show where they
No,
Don't
it wasn't like
don't
that.
with people that eat mattresses?
I was like,
and
no.
stuff? Cigarette butts.
No.
Did you do it a lot? Was it a
No.
one-time
It was a
thing?
one-time thing, and it was I was
Okay.
a very little kid.
Oh,
See,
All right.
this is why I can't.
I was
I'm
worried.
too real. I'm too real on this.
that's not too real.
Well,
I ate an ant
my mom
once.
would be embarrassed if I shared this story. She'd be like, Nicole, what are people gonna think?
You probably still have it in your belly.
Probably
In your
because
gut.
I just remember smelling it, and I was old enough to remember. So like, what, 4, 5?
Wow.
Yeah, probably.
And it was in like a bucket because it was like
it smelled so good.
it smelled so good. I stuck my hand in there and put it in my mouth. It was hot,
Of course it was.
so I spit it up, and then I threw up.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, because
Right?
No, the only weird thing I ever put in my mouth was a bumblebee.
what?
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 Whoa.
Did it sting you?
I swallowed a bee because it was in front of my mouth, and I went to go blow it away, and I sucked it in.
Oh,
Did it sting you
Yeah.
on the way
Did you feel
down?
sick?
No, it didn't. It didn't. I think I got it out in time. Like my head was like, my mom took me to the hospital, and my head was like out the window the whole time. I was like spitting out the window.
Oh,
Yeah, it was quite interesting.
wow.
Wow.
I was just trying to get some honey.
I thought it would taste sweet.
Yeah. What about you, Kristine? Have you eaten anything weird?
I don't think that I have. I don't want to bring down the party, but I don't think that there's been anything weird in my mouth. Even though that's weird.
I feel really weird that I said that I ate tar.
Why do you feel weird? I ate an ant.
You ate an ant?
Yeah, you didn't hear me say that?
No, why'd
ate
you
an
eat it on purpose?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
You were just like, here, come here.
I don't remember it. My mom told me that she found me eating.
Did you try to
ants.
blow it away too?
No, she just ate it.
No, I picked it up off the ground and I ate it.
Maybe you thought it was a Jimmy.
Maybe. It's on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
For those outside of the New England area, a Jimmy is not a condom.
No.
No.
It's a sprinkle.
Yes.
It is. It's
I wonder
Jimmy.
why we call them that.
Chocolate Jimmies are the best.
Oh.
There's an ice cream
I
place.
don't call them that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that explanation because I feel like that's not a West Coast term.
No.
No.
So
it's
if
in
we
New
ask,
England.
if we went and asked for those on top of our ice cream, what do you think would happen?
You got any
Can I
jimmies?
get-
They'd be like, no
Go
jimmies
down to
here.
the Rite Aid and you can get some.
Got any Jimmy? There's a Jimmy that works next door.
But is that what they call condoms? Like the people call
I've
condoms?
never called-
Or is that just like in the hip hop community?
I think like a
the J,
like a
the
Jimmy
I,
hat.
the M, the N,
Jimmy-
the Y-O. I need a body bag.
Isn't that what it is? A Jimmy hat?
Yes.
Belle
Jimmy
Biv
is
DeVoe,
actually,
right?
like, the-
Yes. Do me, baby. There you go.
Give me tissues.
Girl, let your hair down. Take off your coat,
gosh.
but leave on your shoes.
Oh.
Would you mind if I took a look at you for a moment? Beef. I make sweet love
to you.
backstage.
If I keep singing, they're gonna not listen to this.
Hey, it's cool. I sing and people still listen, I guess. I'm waiting for somebody to go, hey, Nikki, can we talk?
Oh gosh.
You're gonna have a conversation.
All right. So we're going to close this up.
Yep.
But first, we want to thank everybody for your support, for sharing us, for sharing the podcast, for reaching out to us and letting us know that you listen. We really, really appreciate it.
Totally appreciate it.
Yes.
Appreciate the iTunes, Apple Podcast reviews.
Yes. Thank you
and
so
ratings.
much.
Great. So wonderful.
Right.
And
So we want to actually thank our Patreon peeps
yes,
for this month. So Brooke's going to do that.
I am. Nikki's gonna scroll for me while I read because this is a team effort.
This is because we have quite a few.
We do. So we want to thank Christina.
Thanks, Christina.
We appreciate that, Christina.
What's going on
I don't
here?
know why it's not scrolling.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Amy,
Hey, Amy.
Kelly,
What's up, Kelly?
Christine,
What's up, Kristine?
Courtney,
Hey, Courtney.
Jackie,
Jackie.
Jill,
Hey, Jill.
Jerusha,
Jerusha. Hey.
Hallie,
What's up, Hallie?
Charlene,
What's up, Charlene?
and Chrissy.
Chrissy. Thank
Whoop, whoop.
you.
Thank you so much.
Our Patreon peeps. And this month we're doing 2 drawings.
We are doing 2
You
drawings.
guys are going to get some, have the chance to get some really cool stuff.
Yes.
So get excited.
Like really, really cool, actually.
So get excited.
Because it's something that you want.
Right. I think.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. I know.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Right.
So
we're going to do 2 drawings.
Yep.
So if you want to be a Patreon peep, you can.
Right.
That's cool. But you don't have to.
Nope.
But if you want to, you can go to the donate button.
Donate button on our website.
Yeah. And if not, it's cool. This is a free podcast.
It is a free podcast.
Yeah,
It's a free country.
it is. It's free. Not really.
It is.
Not money-wise, it's not. Well, oh, you meant like,
Like it's a free country. You do what you
we're
want.
free. Like, born free.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not like it's free. Just go loot.
I wasn't thinking.
Nobody's looking for your money.
I wasn't thinking.
It's midnight.
Yeah. So, also, we just want to remind you that in our store, all of our My So-Called Whatever merchandise, anything that has our logo on it, 75% of that goes to Remember Betty, and it's her birthday on January 7th.
Her birthday was January 7th.
Which already passed, but
It was this past Sunday.
yes.
Or, yeah, Sunday.
Right, yesterday. No, sorry, this is on Wednesday.
So 3 days
Sunday,
ago.
So, if you buy anything that has our logo on it, 75% of that goes to Remember Betty.
Right. And it will tell you that on your little purchase on the screen. It says
Right.
donate.
Yeah. And if you want to learn more about Remember Betty, you can go to their website, and you could listen to our podcast episode on Remember Betty where
We'll
we talk
link
to
it on the
Abby.
website.
Yeah.
We'll link it on this episode notes.
That'll
to
be
that
fun.
one.
Yeah.
So
So so thank you. And thanks again, ladies.
thanks,
for
Michelle.
joining us.
Thanks, Christine.
You're welcome.
It's been real.
It's been real fun.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Super
Yeah.
fun.
So thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
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 Bye.